Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Let's start with a look outside over Belle Isle. There's your midday look. It looked a little better when the sunrise was coming up. It was clear. It looked like
it did.
You know, at least there's no red on the horizon. We all know what that means.
Yes.
Now that Ashley's trained.
It'd be nice to have a little Honolulu blue in the sky, but I guess we got that covered.
But we've got the Honolulu blue cover. That haze is for what the defense is going to do to the Chiefs tonight.
Yeah, I like that.
Cover them up.
Let's get over to Ashley and talk about what's in store weather-wise.
Well, I want to show you this satellite imagery because it almost looks like, dare I even say that four-letter word, S-N-O-W, but it's not. It's not. This is cloud cover, but it just kind of looks like it's snow out there. But yeah, we are covered in the clouds right now, not seeing a whole lot of the blue skies for today, but as Rhonda mentioned, we got that blue part covered. Exact Track 4D showing that we do have a few of the spritzes and sprinkles coming from that cloud cover out there, especially if you're closer to Saline and Washtenaw County and just north of Belleville. We have a couple little drops coming down as you get closer to Lapeer and then off to our west towards Jackson. We knew this wouldn't be a widespread washout, but you might have just a little bit of a sprinkle on your windshield as you head out this afternoon. 69 right now in Detroit, overcast skies at the airport, 71 in Ann Arbor, 70 in Lapeer and 71 in Monroe, with winds now shifting from the southwest that are a little more westerly and eventually making their way out of the northwest as we get the aftermath of the cold front that brought some showers and storms to the area late last night. But today, mainly cloudy, and we have a few of those spotty showers possible. We'll top out right around 76 degrees a little bit later this afternoon. We have a cool down in store as well. We'll talk about which days will struggle to get to 70 in just a few minutes.
Sounds like football weather.
It's getting there, right? We just need a little mud on the ground now. 8 hours now until the NFL season kicks off in Kansas City, and your Detroit Lions trying to knock off the champs tonight.
Man, we've been waiting. It feels like forever since that Green Bay game when the Lions beat Green Bay to end the season, with all the anticipation for this season to start. Pick up where we left off.
Building since we watched Aaron Rodgers slink off the field. Jamie Edmonds and her crew have navigated some travel nightmares, but she is in Kansas City this afternoon. Jamie, how's the mood there?
Jamie.
Hey there, guys. Yes, we made it finally to Kansas City. I swear I was in the real-life version of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles last night, complete with Enterprise. Didn't have any cars when we got here, but I digress. Lions fans also struggled a bit with us. We met this great group of Detroit police officers traveling for this game. They texted me. They got in at 2 a.m. yesterday, or actually this morning, and said, man, the Lions better win after all of that. Now let's talk about the hype. We talk about it. We've been, talking about it for so long. The Lions are so hyped because of the way they finished last season, and now they're favored to win the division for the first time since 1993. They made all these big additions in the offseason, including that rookie running back, Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe he rushes for 100 yards. Maybe he catches a few touchdowns here today. On the other side of the ball, of course, is Aiden Hutchinson, year 2. He's bigger, stronger. Maybe he gets to Patrick Mahomes. There was a few question marks, of course, about the wide receivers room without Jamison Williams for the first 6 games. Well, we were in Dallas. Don't ask why we were in Dallas, but while we were there, we ran into Josh Reynolds' mom and all of his family traveling here for the big game, and here's what she had to say. What do you guys think? The national hype is they could do something. What do you think internally as a family?
Agreed. Big time. They're fun to watch, and they're right there on their cusp. They're going to make it.
Okay. What about playing the Super Bowl champion?
Oh, I think we're going to win this game.
Okay.
No doubt. We're winning this game.
Patrick Mahomes isn't anything?
Well, yeah, of course he is. He's a Texas guy, but Detroit's winning this game.
Okay, she might be slightly biased, but every Lions fan we ran into across the country flying here yesterday believes the same thing. Maybe they come in here and surprise the Chiefs. Maybe Travis Kelce doesn't play. He has a knee injury. We'll have to wait and see on that. But coming up on Christy's show on Local 4 Plus, we're going to talk to Mike Tirico. So I have it all covered for you. There's Arrowhead, guys. We made it.
See it. We talked to Robert Porcher this morning, former Lions legend, and he said everyone in the world thinks the Lions are going to lose this game. It's a good place to be for us to go out there and shock the world.
That's right.
Everyone except the Detroit Lions fan.
Good stuff, Jamie. All right, we'll see you throughout the day for sure. In other news this afternoon, there could be movement in the contract dispute between the UAW and the Detroit 3 automakers today. Ford and GM have not only made counter offers to the union today, but like UAW President Shawn Fain, they've made them public. We do know Fain is negotiating with Ford right now. Rod Maloney is covering the latest movements between the two sides, and we'll have full details coming up on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. Also, the UAW is expecting something out of Stellantis by the end of the week. The cowboy who wrangled a cow on I-75 earlier this year is in the hospital himself after a serious accident.
Yeah, it was quite the scene when this all unfolded.
What the heck is this?
Tried to help get this cow off of I-75, but now Ricky Littlejohn, who came to the rescue, is injured after getting into an accident while packing up horses at a rodeo. A loose truck ran him over, breaking his spine in several places. Once the owner of the cow he saved heard about this accident, she started to spread the word to try and help.
He was there for us. He didn't need to be there for us when we needed him. He put his life on the line. He put his horses on the line, and now his life is on the line, and so we need to be there for him.
It will be a 6-month recovery before he can hop back on a horse again. There is a GoFundMe page that has been set up to help him and his family while he was recovering. We have a link to that on clickondetroit.com if you'd like to help out. After a close race in 2022, Carl Marlinga is getting ready to run for Congress. The judge announced a rematch against John James for Michigan's 10th district. Marlinga lost out to James by just 0.5% of the votes in what was the third closest House race in the country. So far, Marlinga is currently leading the Democratic field by 26 points. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, he is in Ukraine, reassuring our country's ongoing efforts to support there.
His visit comes as Russia launches one of its deadliest attacks in months. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington, and she says the U.S. is offering more help for Ukraine at a key moment.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken on day 2 of his trip to Ukraine, visiting a state border guard facility that received assistance from the U.S. and touring a school memorial while meeting with a survivor of Russia's attacks. It's all part of his key meetings in Ukraine.
The United States and Ukraine have forged a partnership that is stronger than ever and growing every day.
Blinken met with President Zelensky during his visit to Kyiv Wednesday, where he announced another $1 billion in aid, including money for military and humanitarian needs.
Thank you so much. We are really thankful to you. We are very thankful to White House, to President Biden.
Actually to go to McDonald's. Well done. I'm sure that was a rare.
Blinken also sharing lunch and jokes with his Ukrainian counterpart. The show of support comes on the same day Russian shelling struck an outdoor market in eastern Ukraine, killing at least 17 people.
These brutal Russian attacks underscore the importance of continuing to support the people of Ukraine.
As part of spending talks on Capitol Hill, President Biden is urging Congress to approve even more funding for Ukraine, asking that it be paired with disaster relief money, a request that faces a mix of support and Republican opposition.
I don't think they will be separated.
We have to replenish it to make it very clear to Russia that we're in for the long term.
I'm against more money for Ukraine.
A spending battle on Capitol Hill ramping up as the war in Ukraine rages on. Today, President Biden heads to India for the G20 summit. Among other things, he is expected to discuss the ongoing war in Ukraine, as well as global economic challenges. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, Bree, thank you. Today, President Biden heads to India for the G20 summit. Among other things, he's expected to discuss global economic challenges and the war in Ukraine.